Let's look at the hash table example in the Core Programming and Use folder. We're going to be using system.collections because we're dealing with collections now. And hash table is a very nice way to work. I'm going to show you an example here. Let's just take a look at the console here. And we can see that we have our hash table. We get a count, and then we show some key value pairs here. The key, and then the actual values. Very nice. Very easy to go. Alright, so first we just create a hash table like anything else. Hash table, myHT equals new hash table. Instantiate just like you do always. Classes here. Alright, so myHashTable.add, and we're going to add the key, the hash, and then the value. Just like that. 1, 2, 3. Very easy to get started. You can do a lot of advanced things, of course. All you need to do, get that dot notation, look at the object browser, take a look at more things here. You can clear, clone, and search. You're basically going to see if you can find a key or a value with the contains. You can copy to, get the count, as we're going to see, and do all types of things that you can really get and dig deep into. Now, all we do is write out the count, which is myHT.count, and then we're going to print me using all the key and values. So let's peek down here at our print me function. You can see hash table, my list. This is the object. This is what gets passed in. And then you see we're working with an enumerator. I did mention an enumerator. iDictionary enumerator for this particular example because we're dealing with something that derives from iDictionary. My enumerator. And here we have mylist.getEnumerator. Now you can see I have some notes. Enumerators are going to allow you to read the data in the collection, enumerating through the data. And it's kind of thinking in the same terms of working with enums because it's a data list. Enumerators cannot be used to modify the underlying collection. We're only dealing with reading it. So then you can see once we get our enumerator into this particular variable, you can see that now we're going to be using the move next. It works very similarly to working with data, to working with files, streams, whatever you're doing. This is going to allow us to enumerate through the list. You have to start with a move next. You're not actually pointing to the first element there. You can see from the notes here, after you do a reset, because you can do a reset on your actual enumerator, the enumerator is going to be positioned before the first element. And that's the same thing when you're dealing with just getting started. You're not actually pointing at the first one yet. So you have to call move next to advance the enumerator to the first element always. That's what you have to do. Long note there, but that's what you have to do. And then you can loop through it. And that's what we're doing because it's indented. We don't have the curly brackets, but whatever. And that's just allowing us to go through or use one line, and that's all good. That's all fine. And then we get myEnumerator.key to get the key, and myEnumerator.value to get the value. Very simple. Loop through, and then we're just going to do write lines, and then we just write line, a final line, and we're all set. And you saw the output. Just a little build error here. We have to get rid of that. Alright, so we debug again. And there you can see the key and value pairs.